Hey guys, welcome to another amazing episode. And we're still in 21 days of emotional intelligence with Coach LDA. I hope you have been going through your worksheets and there's a playlist by now that has everything we've spoken about. If there's anything you feel you need to catch up with, please go back. Feel free to do that. Right. Yesterday we were talking about negative self-talk, and I mentioned that we're going to talk about criticism, like taking feedback, and today we're going to talk about responding to criticism, right? I told you that criticism sometimes is like a feedback, people trying to tell you what you can do better. So yeah, criticism, people trying to tell you, oh, you can do this better. Some people are very fantastic, they can tell you in a way that you will not feel bad, and you just understand the drive or the move and you run with it, while some people are actually work in progress, and the way they tell you, you feel like, well, why? you know but it is onus unto you to take respond to things, learn to do better at everything you do. Now it comes from friends, teachers, or family. So criticism comes from different places actually. Sometimes your teachers are telling you, sometimes your friends, sometimes your mom, sometimes your siblings. Now some criticism are helpful, some are not. Like I said, some people are very good at it, but some people are still work in progress. But one thing I know, most of the time criticism tries to make you better. Now, when we're talking about this thing, sometimes we also flip it. You might also be the one trying to criticize someone or telling them how to do something better. Learn to be better at it, right? Learn to say good words about them. Like, so one of the ways you could give criticism is someone has done something. Look into what they have done and appreciate some part of what they have done before you tell them what they can improve on. Oh, so somebody did an assignment and they have a beautiful writing, but they didn't get the question right. Oh, I love your handwriting. However, I think you should have checked the responses here, 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 compared to what did you write here? Can't you think? Can you feel the difference? So you need to be that person too that gives a constructive feedback that is, nice. So there are two kinds of criticism. There is a constructive one, which is the first one I talked about. It is, a bit okay. You're not sugarcoating it, but at least you're telling them what they need to hear in a good way. And the other one is hard, is unkind, is harsh. Now, like I said, next time speak a bit more clearly. It's different from you are terrible at this. So you don't insult people just because you're trying to correct them. Oh, you're so stupid. Can't you see? That's not a good criticism. That's not a good feedback. Oh, you could do this better. I feel so. Tell them what they have done and not what or who you think they are. Because sometimes those words give people negative emotions. Now, why do you need to give people feedback and why do you need to receive feedback? Now, number one, it helps you grow. If you don't know what you're doing that is not right, you probably not know how to do it better and you are not going to grow at it, right? But when you hear other people talk about it and they continue to tell you what to do, you will find yourself doing it better. So it's a feedback mechanism. It helps you grow. It helps you improve your skills, right? This is not the first video I've done. It's a lot. I've done some. People will come back and say, "Oh, you did this. You could do it better." So it helps you hone your skill, even your speaking skill. Everything you do, the more you do it, the more you get feedback from it, the better you get at it. Now it helps you share your actions affect others. Sometimes even about behavior. Someone has done something to you and you do not like. You walk up to them and tell them, "Oh, XYZ, you've done this. I do not like it. Um, Okay, Chi, can you please speak with me in a better way? I know we've talked about addressing how you feel about people, but it's a very good one to learn to take feedback and also give feedback in a constructive manner. Now, how does it feel like when you get negative criticism? It helps you, it could help you, or it could make you embarrassed, it could hurt your feelings, it could make you angry, it could make you defensive. So how do you respond when people tell you things that you're not doing? Don't be that coconut head that nothing goes in there, that nobody can speak to. When people tell you things that you're not doing well, pause and listen. Say thank you. Ask questions to help you understand better. Now, sometimes not all criticism is useful, but at least take the ones that are useful and let go of the rest. I'll take that again. Pause, listen to what they're saying. Not that they want to tell you something and before they even start, you're already shutting down and say, no, that's not me. I did not do that. Some of you can argue for West Africa. Before they even give it to you, you're giving it to them 10 times. It's not working that way. It doesn't work that way. Right. Listen, say thank you, ask questions if you do not understand. Then go back and see if, okay, this person says. Sometimes people don't even know you enough to criticize. Sometimes they don't even know the other side of the story. So you just want to know and say, okay, what did I actually do wrong? What can I do better? Then take the ones. Now, you need to remind yourself that accepting feedback is also a sign that you have a growth mindset. So I'm going to touch quickly on mindsets. There are two types of mindset. So mindset is like what sounds, mind, inner part, set. Like I'm trying to look for the elementary way to explain mindset, but it's basically what's in your mind, the way your mind has been set. So the way your mind has been set actually towards things. And there are two types of mindset. There's the fixed mindset and the growth mindset. Now the fixed mindset is that this is me, I am. I know you've had those things a lot. You say, this is me. Nobody can change me. This is how I am. Now lie. Somebody is running away from feedback. So you having a growth mindset is that you want to change. You want to renew your mind. You want to learn. Now, one of the things it helps you do is when you see mistakes, it makes you see it as learning opportunities. Now, when you see feedback, it helps you grow. But a fixed mindset, when they see feedback, they say, they hate me. I know some of us, I think I did it before, while we're going, once we see our results, say, the teacher gave me 4. But if you scored 9/10, say I scored 10/10 or 9/10. But if it's 3-4, say the teacher did not give you 4, you scored 4. Sis, bro, you scored 4. And sometimes your result is a feedback. I think we should sit down there for a while. Sometimes your test result is a feedback, but you're not doing something right. So instead of you being angry, some people were angry that I was calling Salam, he did not teach me. And you will start getting angry with your friend because your friend did not teach you in class. That was why you scored low. Hello? You did not study. Or you did not understand the question to give accurate response, or your writing was not legible enough for your teacher to mark you correctly. So when you see your results, instead of you hiring that teacher and saying, oh, she does not like me, that's why she gave me this, take it as a feedback and go and ask yourself, what can I do better next time, right? So we have a power sentence practice. It's going to be in your workbook. I used to feel bad when I was corrected. Now say thanks. That helps me grow. So you're going to create your own power statement about feedback, because if you don't take feedback, if you don't take criticism, you're not going anywhere. And I'm going to leave you with a quote for today. Criticism, like rain, should be gentle enough to nourish growth without destroying the roots. And I'm going to take that again. Criticism, like rain, it should be gentle enough to nourish growth without destroying the roots. So imagine if rain is falling, or when you're trying to water so let's imagine you have a plant in your garden and you're trying to water that plant. There's this watering can. It has dots, right? It is perforated just like the rain, and it comes subtly. You put it into the grass and it just goes in there and nourishes it. Now imagine flood, the wave of flood, the way it rushes. So imagine you have a vegetable and you take one big bucket of water and you pour it at once on it. What will happen to that? It will wash away the root. The impact will be too much and it's going to wash it away. And that's what sometimes our words, our feedback does to people. So you need to give it in a little dose, make it subtle. It will nourish it, but it won't destroy the roots. So before you say your word, before you give feedback to people, before you criticize people, you want to ask yourself, is this going to be a rain gentle enough to nourish the growth, or it's going to destroy the root. And if you're someone that you've gotten negative feedback so much that you feel like it has destroyed your root, like you're feeling very pained, you need to talk to yourself, you know. You need to go to the previous class, I think it was day 10 or day 11, go back to that video and see how we could use negative, like reframe negative self-talk, speak to yourself in positive ways and reiterate it so you're able to overcome. You need to actually heal from it. So I hope today has been a nice one. Thank you so much for staying around. See you tomorrow. Bye.